Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Stellaris. I'm gonna start this episode by saying I am sorry. I apologize for not uploading more often. I apologize for failing to continue my Stellaris playthrough. This video is going to be added to the playlist of, I think it's like the third playthrough on my channel, third or fourth. Anyways, as you can see in this message that's on the screen, Stellaris has been updated. They're now a galactic community which can be framed. Yes, there's the Federation's rework that has been done, as well as the Federation's DLC that launched that I do have. Long story short, save games are not compatible. There is a workaround of you could basically, like it says here, you can follow this link to the forums post and then revert the game to the old version so you can continue your saves. To be honest, I'm not going to take the time and effort to do that. I know it sucks for any of you who may have been watching and invested in the series. Leave me a comment. If I get enough of you asking, then I will take the time to do it. But self-reflection, and not to be a complete downer, but I will say that my Stellaris videos are some of my least watched videos on my channel, despite being like what started me on YouTube. Like my very first video that I think I ever uploaded was Stellaris video. So, despite probably having more Stellaris videos on my channel than anything else, except for maybe Dirt or Hollow Knight, because I had a lot of stuff for both of those series. Anyways, long story short, skipping over all the extra crap, I apologize, but this Stellaris series, unfortunately, is going to come to an end here. I started playing the game with an urge to play it, and played it like once or twice, and then kind of lost the oomph to want to continue playing it. And it's one of those kind of games that, at least in my opinion, you kind of got to be in the mood to want to play it. And I just wasn't feeling it, and I haven't been feeling it. So sadly, that just kind of ended up putting it off. And I could have forced myself to play it for the sake of, trying to have a finished series, push through, finish it, or whatever, but it probably wouldn't have been as good or as an enjoyable of content. I'm of the firm belief that if I'm putting something on YouTube, if I'm playing a game that I enjoy playing, then you're probably going to enjoy watching it more. Take, for example, my Hollow Knight series. A lot of people, surprisingly, it's become kind of popular. I've gotten more subscribers from my Hollow Knight videos, even though they've been put out like 3 years now. I think 2017, 2019, or 2017 or 2018, I think, for some of them. I think in that time period, I've had more people comment and I think subscribe on those videos when I look at like YouTube metrics and stuff, which is interesting because Hollow Knight was one of those games that I jumped into. At the time, I believe the game wasn't even all that well known. It was still relatively recent, still relatively fresh. I mean, it was before the Grim Troop update when I started playing it. So, yeah. And then all of a sudden the game became popular. But, anyways. So a bit of self-reflection there. But, yeah. So, long story short, I'll repeat myself what I said earlier, clarify. This is the end of this Lair series. It's not the end of me playing this game. I will be back, I imagine, because this is a good game. It's an addicting as heck game. I will probably come back and play it again in the future. When, I don't know. Whenever the mood strikes me. If I get in the mood for it, or if I see a bunch of people start asking in the comment section saying, hey, why isn't there more Stellaris? Alzy, get more Stellaris. Play more Stellaris. We want to see Stellaris. If I see stuff like that, then I'll come back. And if I see anyone saying, hey, yeah, you should really go back and continue the series, I want to see where it's going to go, then maybe I'll take the time and effort to go through and follow the steps to revert it to a previous version and continue. But for the most part, next time we play this, we'll be starting fresh with the Federation's DLC and kind of going from there. Yep. So that's the long short of it. I'm sorry to say I've had to abandon this series. It's not actually the first time that this has happened. I did have another Stellaris series at one point that I recorded, but then the game patch came out and I had to basically lose the save files for it. But it was done in a certain time period where I had not gotten around to editing and uploading the videos yet. I still had just the raw video files saved, like the recording session saved, but not actually put them up on YouTube yet. So at that point, it was a lot easier for me to just delete it and scrap it. But it still kind of sucked because it's like I spent a couple hours playing the game and recording it. But that being said, I enjoy playing the game anyways, so so yeah, anyways, long story short, yep, this is the end of this particular playthrough. I will be back in the future with more Stellaris. I don't know when, but eventually, and if you guys ask for it, it will come back sooner. Future terms, I'm going to try to get more videos out. I don't know. I've been like really having lack of motivation to get on here and record. And I mean, I've been playing a lot of like Satisfactory and Ark and Destiny 2, but I've been playing that with my buddies, and they don't necessarily want to be put on YouTube or even Twitch, because I was setting up for, like, I set up Streamlabs a little while ago and stuff like that. I was planning and thinking of, oh, I should really go on Twitch. I do have a Twitch channel. I've just never put anything on it yet. There should be a link somewhere. I'm going to put it in the description. I'm going to update my video description link set for all future videos. I'll have a link in there for my Twitch channel. I don't know if or when I'll ever get around to it, but I do have a Twitch channel. I've just never streamed on it yet. At least as of the recording of this video on March 29th, 2020. Anyways, stay tuned for more stuff in the future, hopefully. Thank you all for taking the time to sit here with me and, get a quick little update about why Stellaris hasn't been around, because I just lost motivation to want to continue playing it. I don't know what happened. It's like I lost the spark of wanting to continue playing this game, even though I do like it. And then the new DLC, the new update came out, and that sadly makes save files incompatible. There is a workaround for that. You could go and revert, like, basically I think you have to go jump through some hoops and you get an older version of the game and then force it into like offline mode or something. I don't know. There's a way to do it. I haven't really looked at it, but anyways, yeah, I'll leave it at that. This has been Alzy, the White Raven's Lair. Very short little update here for this YouTube series. There is more potentially coming down the pipe eventually. I recorded some videos of Satisfactory Update 3 when it was still in the experimental branch, before it actually came out to the regular branch, even though it's still early access. But I have like 3 videos of that I'll probably throw up on here. I don't know if I'm going to get back to that because when the update came out live on the regular version, me and my friends started playing it, and I've gone so much farther ahead than where I was in the little experimental thing, and it's just I will try to get the videos uploaded, but that probably won't be a continuous series of it. Anyways, let me know, comments below, if there's something you would like to see me do, if there's a game you want to see me play, whatever you want to see more of, let me know. I guess also a quick channel update. We've reached 29 subscribers. I've been doing this for a couple of years. That's a really slow growth pace in all things considered, but I mean, I started this as a hobby, kind of, sort of. I think at one point I may have mentioned that I was hoping to make money off of it, but to be completely honest, I know that that's not realistic, especially considering like the big names out there, like say Markiplier and you know PewDiePie and you know the big names out there. You take forever to get to that point, and you have to be really charismatic and really know what you're doing. And in my case, I really don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and I'm just throwing shit together, and I'm not even doing any proper editing because A, laziness, and B, because inexperience. We'll leave it at that. But yeah, anyways, a lot of my videos are like very unedited. It's like, here's just the raw game footage. It's almost like I could be just streaming it, and then you're just watching me the recap, like the, you know, what it is, which is not, obviously not edited. And a lot of people prefer shorter videos or editing and stuff like that. Anyways, long story short, channel update. Let's see, what do we expect to the future? I'm gonna hope to get back into more of the Metroidvania game style, like Hollow Knight. I have 2 in mind right now. I think I have 2 that I want to get into. One of them's a surprise. One of them I'm not sure. I can't remember the name of the game right now off the top of my head, so it's a surprise. The other one is Ori and the Will of the Wisps, which is a little while ago I had played Ori, the first one. Spirit of the Forest, I believe. That game, I played it a while back. I really enjoyed it. I compared it quite a bit to Hollow Knight when I played it. The second one, Will of the Wisp, is out, and I have it. So it's just a matter of me getting around playing it, which I will probably do in the next little while. I will be physically moving locations, even though, I mean, right now we're in the middle of the big coronavirus COVID-19 lockdown. Stay safe, everyone. You know, so it's going to be difficult, but the lease of my apartment is done, so I need to move. So my understanding is that movers, like moving companies, are considered an essential service. So as long as nobody is infected and showing symptoms, and, you know, keep in mind social distancing and all that stuff, I think moving is still okay, as far as I know, at least at the time of right now. That could change though, because every day they're putting out new restrictions and updates and new things and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens on that front. Other than that, Dirt, I do need to get back into some Dirt videos because I have a lot of stuff in that game that I need to get back into, but I'm gonna be rusty as heck when I get into it. And we'll get into it eventually. I think that's been long enough for this video. Really, it's just to come in here and say I'm sorry. I apologize for not continuing with Stellaris. I regret to inform you all that the series is ending prematurely. And that is basically that. If you want more, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to bench Stellaris for a little while and try to focus on some other things. Till then, this has been LZ at the Raven's Lair. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.